As an American, I'm embarrassed. As a human, I'm infuriated. And as a member of Congress, I am immovable in my pursuit of accountability. You see, right now, people want to pretend as if this is right or left, but I'm here to tell you that this is about right or wrong. And it is very sad that the only people that are sitting here are members of the Democratic side. So I guess we just want to stand on the side of right. For once, we will be associated with being right instead of left. Because my question to any of you, and I just go down the line and ask you, is it right or wrong to arrest someone because of the color of their skin?
Absolutely not.
Is it right or wrong to arrest somebody because of their accent?
Wrong.
Is it right or wrong to arrest somebody because they were exercising their constitutional rights?
It is wrong.
Is it right or wrong to arrest somebody because they simply disagree with you?
It's wrong.
All right, so it seems like y'all all went to elementary school and y'all can tell right from wrong. I'm not really sure what is going on with ICE right now, but I can tell you, and as we heard earlier, this is pure racism. I don't know why we want to tinker around with it and pretend as if it's something other than what it is. I like to call a thing a thing. And he has told us time and time again who he was when he talked about certain people being from certain countries. Those are his words, only reason I'm cussing in this moment. When he said things like, they are eating the cats and dogs. We knew exactly what we were getting, and some people are saying, I don't know how we got here, but I do. Because we know that cruelty and humiliation are the point. That's what you said, Ms. Patty. Because when we look at other places, say places that did things like, oh, you know, go door to door, looking for people, as they had to hide out, say in an attic. Does that sound familiar to anybody? Or the images that I have seen of people being attacked by law enforcement, whether we're talking about dogs or fire hoses, it seems very reminiscent of something that we have seen before in this country. And then people get offended and try to say I'm too black, but the reality is that y'all never let the fact that I am black go. So I'm gonna be clear about one thing, I know my good black history. And so when I look and I say, and I will say it loud and proud because the DH secretary had a few choice words for me, but this looks like modern day slave patrols. And they have been sanctioned by this Supreme Court. Whoever thought we would live in a country that progress looks like having a Supreme Court that says, yes, it is okay to look at somebody or to listen to their accent and give permission to grab them. The last time that I checked, ICE is only supposed to be doing immigration enforcement. And right now we have a record number of U.S. citizens that have not only been arrested, but as we saw with Renee, that have been killed, that have been maimed, that have been bullied, that have been brutalized, that have been unlawfully arrested. Y'all, we are living with an abuser right now. That is who Trump and his administration is. And frankly, I think we all have a little bit of PTSD. But if you know anything about a domestic abuser, the one thing about them that you need to know is that they are some of the biggest cowards that you will ever find. What they can't stand is when you actually fight back. And so thank you so much for everybody in Minnesota. But it is time for our entire country to stand together. Because if you don't recognize that we are all in the same sinking ship, whether you are black, white, Latino, African, whoever you are, the reality is that we have an administration that has decided that they are going to ignore our constitutional rights, and we will not stand for it. Otherwise, our democracy will fall. So I just got this to say because she is...
Thank you, Representative Crockett. We got some people that got to make some points.
Okay. Okay. Everywhere she said really, really matters. People out here playing. It is not a game. Like, share, subscribe. And I also wanted to get into, before we end this live, let's go get a little look of what's currently taking place, okay, in Minnesota. Okay, another shooting has occurred, and this is crazy, but National Guard has arrived
during an ICE enforcement operation, prompting protests and local outrage. Walz said the Guard will support local law enforcement and public safety amid rising tensions over federal presence.
It is not a game, y'all.
This has got to stop. It's not that we have an issue with immigration, and it's not that we disagree that illegal immigrants should be deported with due process. but that is a surgical operation that needs to be done with a scalpel. But yet again, our boss has sent in with a bedazzled chainsaw to do the job. ICE is a federal agency. I fully recognize that. However, they lost trust. They lost Minnesota's trust the moment they stepped in our state. When they started killing people, they started trampling on everybody's rights. Everybody deserves dignity and respect.
Tonight, Minnesota officials ramping up security ahead of weekend protests.
We're mobilizing elements of our National Guard to support local law enforcement.
As overnight, we witnessed yet another face-off between anti-ICE protesters and federal officers.
It seems like we have another situation. If we turn around, turn the camera, I'm there now telling the crowd to move back, and you see the crowd becoming very hostile.
Later, protesters pounding on this officer's car, who drew his weapon as they drove through. DHS says 12 anti-ICE protesters were arrested for assaulting law enforcement. This suspect arrested for allegedly breaking into an FBI vehicle and stealing a rifle. While DHS tonight criticizing Democratic city officials for not allowing local police to work with ICE to arrest criminal suspects.
An individual from Ecuador who murdered his 3-month-old son. An individual who
Yes, the answer is yes, we have, as we said last week, and we staged those troops. I'll have General Menke talk about it.
Good afternoon, Busy Bees. It's Saturday, January 24th, 2026. Let's talk about the shooting in Minneapolis.
The mainstream media has once again been caught inflaming a tragedy by omitting frames from a video showing an ICE officer firing shots as he is being struck by a car. They then only show interviews of those who use the word murder in their description of the event.
Minnesota has activated the National Guard in Minneapolis as protests continue after federal agents.
Minnesota Governor Tim Walz has mobilized the Minnesota National Guard as
So Tim Walz has activated the National Guard. Here's what that means. Because of the Posse Comitatus Act, the National Guard can't just be deployed willy-nilly to the streets to police civilians. That's just not their job. Their job is to work normally on behalf of the military or the federal government. In this case, they are under the control of the governor, but they are still really only going to be used right now to guard federal and state buildings. And the Guard is
2 U.S. Army battalions from the 11th Airborne Division have been placed on standby for possible deployment to Minnesota as tensions continue after the Minneapolis immigration enforcement operation.
I spoke with the President's Chief of Staff, and first request was to get her people out of there, to get these federal agents out of there. They were going to cause more chaos. And second call is, with no uncertain terms, that we will investigate this. We will not be stonewalled. What we've already seen, and you saw it this morning, before any investigation is done, you have the most powerful people in the federal government spinning stories and putting up pictures, and unrelated people who we don't know anything about, and a picture of a firearm to try.
Things are escalating fast in Minneapolis, and now President Donald Trump is threatening to invoke the Insurrection Act, which would mean deploying U.S. troops or federalizing the National Guard to crack down on protests against.
Mike, you said you live in South Minneapolis. You were yelling some words as you walked up the street. And I want to ask you, you came out here today.
But you see them now retreating back.
Do I have any confidence Donald Trump?
I think what you have here are organized.
Mass protests erupt across America after an ICE shooting.
Donald Trump, I call on you once.
Adam Mockler just showed extremely slowed down footage moments before the shooting of a protester by ICE agents, where one of the ICE agents in the unskilled bar fight frenzy, reaches around the victim's stomach, pulls out his weapon, takes it from him, swings his arm back with the gun in his hand. And then the gunfire started after that.
I don't go into other people's neighborhoods and try and intimidate them. I protect my people. This is my block. This is my area. Are you going to get your name? No, I'm okay with that. I don't go into other...
Governor Tim Walz deployed the National Guard.
Did you know that witchcraft helped prevent Hitler from invading Britain in 1940? Our witchcraft, our magic, has never been more important and needed than it is now. So I have a spell to help the activists in Minnesota who are resisting ICE. And it's something I'm sharing that you can do with me right now with nothing more than your right hand and your connection to the land. We're going to take the pointer finger, which conveys the power of air of our voices, and the ring finger, which conveys the power of our heart and our love, and bring them together. On the right hand, the dextral hand. This is the hand that we use as witches to call in, to invoke. And then we're going to bring the middle finger, the third finger, together. That is the finger that conveys spirit. So I want to invite you to feel the joining of your heart and your voice and your guides and the power of the land, and repeat with me. I call in love's heat in hearts and voices to thaw the ice and end cruel choices. Make community strong, make violence weak, protecting those who justice seek.
Antifa, and there's so much rage in me that I've had to record this like 15 times trying to get the message out. They fucked up, okay? Go watch my other videos. Doesn't matter if you're not here and you're not caught up. You've missed the fucking fight. But if you are, it's time to suit up. Boots on the ground. Nicollet and fucking 26th. My house is 4 blocks away. Anywhere between Franklin and Nicollet and 26th and Nicollet. Show up, ready to go, okay? Not talking.
What's up, you guys? So I am here.
My name is Kyle. I'm Antifa, and there's so much rage in me that I've had to record this like 15 times trying to get the message.
I don't get why folks here in Minnesota won't just go inside. Don't protest. Don't try to fight the officers. Just go home. Let the streets clear out. If the roads are empty, ICE can do their job, and everybody can stay safe. I don't get.
So this is in Minnesota, guys. All right, and these are what you'll notice is the people who are standing here. They're all elderly. Okay. And this happens in this spot specifically all the time. You notice nobody's honking for them. And the reason why nobody's honking for them is because nobody supports this. But what bothers me is the fact that there are elderly homes very close by this area. It's like they're going and they're recruiting these people to do this. And that's exactly what it is. It's, you know, it's really sad, but people don't agree with this. And I'm just showing you, this is in Minnesota. This is between Edina and Richfield. Nobody's honking for them. Nobody cares.
We're the same Panther Party from back in the day, but we're a little more aggressive now.
We're nonviolent with people who are nonviolent with us.
To you.
I say it definitely does feel organized.
Tell me when to.
Okay, go ahead, flip it. Okay, let's see. Oh my God.
Yeah, they got
They have the whole thing. This is the main.
I told you.
These
were the vehicles.
Yeah,
These were the vehicles that were here for the shooting. Too many protesters came up. They couldn't move their vehicles. They fled on foot. These are the officers involved. They left all of this behind. This is where they take the transport of their immigration targets They're calling people targets now.
They're calling them targets?
This is transport of
Yep, I see it
immigration
at the top.
targets.
I see it
This
at
is
the
where
top.
they take them.
Screenshot everything, chat. Screenshot this. You got to screenshot it. All right, you can go ahead, flip.
This is maps to where they're staying, where they're taking people. Again, full names, emails, phone numbers.
This is their...
This was,
Yeah,
hold on.
yeah, you got more.
As you should. Hold on.
What is this now?
Information for FD 936, request for national DNA database. This is the information they're taking from people when they kidnap you. This is what they fill out on their booking form.
If you get back your phone up too, Bubba. Thank you so much, Brody. Holy shit.
Tell me when to, tell me when.
Man, you got all this. Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy.
USMS booking information. And if this isn't proof enough that I took it from there, the guy that we took this from has coins on coins on coins. I can show you all the coins. And guess what? They're staging ICE agents in Wisconsin at this hotel and then sending them into Minneapolis.
Baymont by Wyndham.
The name of the person who registered this room is John Stamel, S-T-E-I-M-L-E, right there at the top.
Y'all not saying.
Baymont by Wyndham.
They're taking to bring them to Minneapolis.
They're staging ICE agents in Wisconsin to send them in.
What was the other file?
Uh-huh.
Wow. Is that the last one you got?
Yeah, that was the last paper, and then...
Go back to the first page.
Yep. Sorry, it got so messed
You're
up
okay.
already. This first one with names, phone numbers, emails. There's a piece of paper in here that has the judges' names that are handling the cases. I think it was the last page. I can try to find it again. Tell me when I can flip this one, you guys.
Go ahead.
It's somewhere in here. It's the last page, I think. Hold on, here's another packet.
Oh, you got another packet?
Another packet. Here it is.
Damn, they had all this on them? They are so...
This ICE agent doesn't know what the fuck he was doing if he left all this stuff in his freaking car. Here are the judges. Judge Dolce J. Foster, Judge Douglas L. Miko will handle all criminal duties.
But why y'all not arresting actual criminals going after innocent people?
Oh, today at 2 o'clock was first appearances? Here's more contact information. FBI approvals, booking, chambers.
Bunch of fucking dickheads. I don't want to hate.
Somali. Look at this fucker.
And then this is the form they fill out when they book somebody. This is the U.S. Department of Justice form that they fill out. This is the booking info forms.
Oh my god.
You want the judges?
No, the first one. Give us the Somalia. Saeed Abdi.
Saeed found someone what's the we gonna find that nigga. Fuck his ass.
Where's his number?
He only put his email. Pussy ass nigga.
I don't know.
FBI.
Nobody got someone else there, bitch.
Look at all the coins he's won. Quote Tell me when to.
Okay, go ahead, flip it.
I was told to avoid Care 11, avoid CBS. Services form in here that tells you all that information.
We got that paperwork.
Who you work with?
I'm an independent photographer out of Seattle.
Okay.
Who the fuck is that?
These are the booking instructions
You might
again.
want to get your camera on that shit.
I've got lists of names and emails, phone numbers of FBI
They
agents
intel.
working for
We got all they
DHS.
intel
I've got
over
judges.
here.
These are judges that are working on these cases.
Yep, so go to you come get a photo of the ID.
Yeah.
If anybody has any press phone numbers, I've already taken like 6. I will take pictures and send these to everybody.
We got that.
Ciao. we need to pray for America. We need to pray. We need to be praying. We need to be pray. We need to be prayed up. Because this is getting uglier and uglier. And, child, I pray for peace. Peace indeed. But there's a special saying. If you want peace, you have to go to war. That's just the way it is. I don't condone violence. That's just a saying. But like, share, subscribe. We will be back with another video. Peace.